Are we live? It always tells me it's live a little bit prematurely. That's what she said. No, but seriously, it normally takes a few seconds to click in. So I'm going to say hello now, and you'll probably hear me start speaking in about 10 seconds. But that's okay. There's nothing pressing. I told you about my new housemates, right? We've got the guy with the lizard and the girlfriend. They're not one and the same, by the way. She's lovely, and he's got one of those. What do you call it with the big? It's like a lizard, but it's got like a fleshy, scaly, almost like a lion's mane thing around its head. It's fucking cool. I don't like lizards, but you know, exceptions. It's a cool lizard. And we've got this other guy. One more still to come. Two down, one to go. This other guy, I get on with him quite well actually. I've mentioned handing each other bits and bats, and we always pay back on time. We have a decent understanding. The only thing that's bothering me, apart from things that are too minutiae to even probably mention, is the music, dude. The soundtrack. I mean, you can't hear it right now, probably because he's up in the morning. But this guy, he wakes up, he turns up his fucking dance music, and it's on all day, all night. He might go out. He'll leave the house. He'll leave for hours, and it's still there. It's left on, and it's fucking songs like. Have you heard that one, that dance song, that dance remix? It's I'm heartbroken. I don't know what to say. I'm heartbroken. It's so annoying because it's like the beat is very party, 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 and the lyrics are very. I just don't know what to say. I'm heartbroken. I don't always have an issue with the dichotomy between sad lyrics and positive music. Take, for instance, the Smiths from Manchester, right, UK. I was going to say probably, definitely one of my favorite bands of all time ever. They had that sort of melancholy going on of major chords and upbeat music. Not always, but typically kind of joyous kind of musicality with Morrissey whining over the top of it. And I really liked that dichotomy between the happy music and the sad lyrics because there was depth to it. There was real thought went into it. Not even thought. That's definitely the wrong word. Feeling, real feelings went into that music to those albums. But some of these dance remixes, I don't even know the original song, but I'm sick of hearing that one in particular. My heart's broken. I don't know what to say. My heart's broken. And the other one is you must know this one. And if you don't, you're either over 50 or you're from Indonesia. The song goes, what's the other one he always plays? You got the love I need to see me through. From the ground, I can count on you. You got the love. You got the love. You got the love I need to see me through. Right. You recognize that? Do you? You shitting me? You're either between 0 and 5 years old or between 45 up if you've never ever heard that song. Fuck that. 55 up. Everyone knows that song. You got love. You got love. Anyway, that's not an inherently bad song. I don't like dance music per se, but I like everything and everyone in manageable enough doses. What I don't like is hearing that fucking music all day and all night long. And that's the only thing bothering me about the guy. Other than that, he's a lovely guy. Let me get on. Anyway, I've got to be up very early in the morning for more crucial appointments. If I die, it's on you. Obviously not. So what's it now? It's becoming 11. Yeah, we're all right. We're all right for a while. Forgive me. Or don't. I don't really care. But beer. Listen, in the last 7 days, I've been sober for 4 days, I believe. I'm not very good at tracking time, especially these days, but I think it might be 3.5. 3.5 to 4 days out of the last 7, which for any regular bipedal creature is you becoming an alcoholic. But for me, that's a huge success. So thank you. Yes. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. It's a case of whittling it down. I don't know what the end goal is, to be quite honest with you. I feel like I've exhausted so many of my opportunities. I've squandered so many good opportunities in my life. But then I remember I'm only 34. And I remember my dad saying to me not too long ago, he's like, "You're in your early 30s. I'm in my late 50s. And even I have still got time to change things, to turn things around and give shit a go." He said, "Well, I'm not going to lie, my dad's not a very positive guy." He said, "But it's doable. I know it's doable." He said, You're in your 30s. He said, "If I was 45, I would be fucking chomping at the bit." That's an English saying for raring to go. And my mum has said similar, and a lot of people, well, grandparents, people, friends that are older than me, and a few people I've met in recent men's meetings and AA meetings have said similar. Whatever age you're at, you feel is, I don't want to say, I don't know if it's old, but it's as old as you've ever been, right? You are as old as you have ever been. So that feels old. And sometimes it takes a conversation with an older person to look back on you in hindsight and say, fucking pick yourself up, bucko. I'm still trying, and I've got 25 years extra on my bloody belt. I have to remind myself, I'm 34. It's older than I've ever been, but it's not old, is it? People overcome drugs and alcohol in their 40s and 50s and go on to live great lives. Not that I can keep using that as an excuse either. But, it ain't over. What are these comments? I don't understand these comments, guys. I know you. We've got like a green. It's like a SpongeBob square head that's kind of laughing at me, and then we've got somebody marked. I'm sorry, I've got a crack in my screen. I can't read that low down. It's just an underscore, and then somebody says, "Hey from Italy." Hey, back to Italy. From England. My family are from Italy on my father's side, hence the surname. I met an Italian girl several days ago. I told you that story in the last live stream. It's not even a story, it's just a shit joke, so let's move on. But yeah, hello. I've never been to Italy. I've heard a lot of great things. I'd love to go as well, not only just because it's well, my father's lineage originates and stuff, but I've heard it's well, I don't know about 2025. It's basically Pakistan with pizzas now, right? But for what's left of it, I'd like to visit. You're near Venice. Hey, nice. Whoa, is that where you have to roll around all the time? As you can tell, I've never been. I can see why that's a nice novel idea. I'd like to visit for a while, but I'm not sure I'd like to live like that. American expat, originally from St. Louis. Oh, okay. Well, welcome. I hope you're enjoying Italy. I hope you're treating my motherland well. And likewise, I hope she's treating you well. I will visit before I die. Before I DEI. Yeah, I will. I have to, right? I want to anyway. Italy, Italy, Japan, Brazil, South Korea, America. 5 places I have to visit before I die. I haven't visited any of them. But that's certainly on my to-do list. I mean, there's other little things like I'd love to go to France. I'd love to go to. Oh, I've been to Spain. Potentially Australia, potentially South Korea. You know, but the main 5 would be. Watch me now. I won't remember it. Italy, Japan, Brazil, America, some other fucking place. Whatever. Let's talk about something a little more. Look, I apologize again. It's a late night for me, and I'm not with bullet points. I've got no show notes. I'm not prepared. You know, I'll forgive you if you want to fuck off and click away. You know, I get it. But if I'll level with you, I'm a bit lonely, and I just like to chat to people. You know, this isn't a set. This isn't going to be particularly entertaining or whatever. But if anyone's got anything, they want to talk about or question about or tell me about or whatever, then I'm all ears. Well, I'm all eyes. I can read your comments. I can't hear them, right? But I'm here. Mr. Mart says, have you tried Discord? Never. No. You stream on Discord, right? I've heard of a lot of people who I used to follow in the past that got banned off YouTube that started streaming on Discord. Owen Benjamins and I think Revenge of the Sith at the time and a few others. No, I've never tried it. I did Rumble very briefly. No Discord. Nothing like that. I did BitChute for a while. You couldn't live stream on there, of course, but I uploaded all the most interesting videos from around the world that I found onto my BitChute channel. And then in recent months, BitChute got banned from the UK. It's been ruled, it's been outlawed. I can't even log into my old fucking account anymore. There is a voice chat there with people in Discord servers. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's interesting. All right. So you're not like speaking and reading comments. You're getting actual fucking back and forth. Oh my God. Listen to me. I've become that guy. I'm like seeing the increments, advancements of technology. Like, oh, wow, this is amazing. Do you know what it's like? Do you know what it's almost like? It's almost like real fucking life 10 years ago. Do you remember that? When you could walk down the street, you could knock on a door, you could visit a house, you could fucking open a fucking shop, you could talk to people, you could say something to say something back. The world we used to live in. And now technology replicates this, and we're all wowed. Like, wow. These days, you can see the person you're speaking to on the screen. Remember that? When video calls first came out, and people could like video call the fucking mom and be like, this is amazing. It's almost like we're in the same room. Well, bucko, if you fucking put your shorts on and jumped on your bike and rowed round, you would be in the same fucking room. I don't know. Download Discord, find servers and post or hang in voice chats. Yeah, I'm not always Brits on there. Flat Earther servers, whatever. Yeah. I'm game. I'm down. People sometimes re-upload some of the Discord streams on YouTube, and I've seen some of that, and I've, felt quietly envious. Like, oh, I'd love to jump on this thing because, like, so every now and again, someone will come out with a question or a statement that I'm like dying to respond to, but I don't know. It just feels complicated because I'm lazy and I never looked into it. In the same way crypto does. People have been telling me for almost 15 years, you've got to invest in crypto. You need to get yourself a fucking crypto wallet. You need to look into it, man. You need to start buying some Bitcoins. And I remember this fella at the time, I won't name him, who was telling me about it. And I was curious, but I was like, nah, can't be asked. It's not going to be all that. It's not that important. And I think at the time, it was a matter of hundreds of pounds to buy a Bitcoin, which is fuck all compared to what it's become today, right? If I'd have invested at that early stage, at that early level, right now, I wouldn't be live streaming, bitch. I'd be surfing in Hawaii with a Japanese girl in the back and a Chinese girl in the front. Maybe even a Polish girl at my shoulders with their fucking legs wrapped tightly around my head. Whatever I want. It could have been great. But did I listen? No. What's this comment here? There's this thing called Mimi app where watch cans of locals if you're lucky. Mostly heathens here in America there. So that's not so good. All right, yeah, fair enough. Forgive me, by the way. I've dropped this phone so many times. There are so many cracks, and you know when your phone cracks and the black mirror starts leaking through the ink. I don't know what phones are made of, but it starts to fuck up your screen. I'm having difficulty seeing my screen. I can only see bits and bats. I just stay home alone with pet cat. Okay, well, if that's what you like to do, so long as the cat consents, right? Joking, of course. I'm more of a dog man myself, but I have a soft spot for cats, but they hate me. Not always. I met one cat when I was at the rehab in Workington. It was doing that whole figure eight thing, in and out your legs. That cat loved me. And it would meow outside my door at night. So I'd let him in. He was called Stanley. And then I was trying to get to sleep one night. No, I wasn't. I was on the laptop doing something. I think I was mixing a song or something. And this cat was like I can't show you the position, like almost like ready to pounce. He was like in front of me, sort of purring like he was about to pounce. And I don't know cats, so I don't know if maybe he just wanted to play or whatever the fuck. But he was freaking me out. Next thing, he just started running around the room. And I mean around the fucking... It was like running around the walls like... can Spider-Man even do that? Well, it was just like... I'm not... Look, cat. Stanley. It's nice to be appreciated by a cat for the first time in my life. But I need to go to bed soon, buddy. And you're fucking scaring me. I've heard stories about cats. They eat people. Not the whole person, of course, because it's too much for a cat's stomach. But anyway, I had to throw him out. Edit videos till we drop. Yeah, baby. Daily upload limit is a thing on YouTube. Yeah, I know, I've noticed. I think you can upload... What did they allow? 8? Is it 8? I think it used to be 8. I can't remember because I've not passed it in a while. Recently, I'm uploading just like a very small handful of videos per day, sometimes 1 or 2 or whatever. But yeah, I'm aware of the limit. Not only the limit on the amount of videos, but the limit on what you can and can't say is... I mean, I must admit, it's better than it was in the COVID days. Right? Jesus Christ, the COVID days. You couldn't even make fun of a bitch in a surgical mask. without having your entire channel nuked for being anti-science. It was crazy. I lost several channels in that period. Yeah, but YouTube administrators, whatever you want to call them, the oligarchs, they've calmed down a lot post 2023, I would say. So yeah. Standing by a man. You can tell it's getting late when he bursts into random 60s pop songs. All right, okay. Short but sweet, and somewhat bitter. And I apologize for that, but I don't know, dude. I'm at a loose end. I'm trying to live. Yeah, I am trying to live. But I'm also potentially going to be. Who knows, dude? Who knows? My uncle came up with a good theory. I don't know if it's a good theory or not, but I liked it a lot. He told me that he reckons he drinks a lot. And he said, I think there's a predestination between it's predetermined when you're going to born and when you're going to die. It's already predetermined. And I've heard Gary, the numbers guy, say this, and a lot of numerologists talk about this. The way you live, all you can do is navigate the journey. Like you start on such a date, your life ends on such a date. You can navigate it like this, you can navigate it like this and that. But eventually that date's going to come. And because people get real confused, like, how come some people die of cancer at age 9? And some people drink and smoke and eat bread and chocolate and they live to be fucking in their 80s. I don't know. I do not know. Is it predetermined? I do not know. If I knew, you'd be the first to know. Believe me. Well, maybe not actually. First and foremost, I'd be running down the streets, holding up big fucking signs, screaming my head off through a bullhorn, megaphone, whatever. And then once I was released from jail the next morning, I would do a live stream, and you would be the second to know. But I don't know. I don't know. Do your best. It's all you can do. Yeah. Do what you want. I don't know. I feel like I'm about to start lecturing myself right now. Whatever. This has been shit, right? I'll come to you. I'll come to you in my sleep. It's known as what's called a wet dream, right? No, all right. No, I've literally got nothing. I'm fucked. As a wise man once said, nothing. As a retard once said, loads and 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 fucking loads. So I'm going to take the wise route. Oh, hello. It only ever seems to go live when I put it next to the fucking window. It's not that weird, is it? The window is closest to the open air, where the G5 ghosts and roam around. Hello. I've just been speaking to my flatmate, housemate over there. It's not looking good. The council have been around and they've said apparently this house is not suitable for people to live in because there's like, what is it? There's no smoke alarm and there's no fire doors. Right? What do we give a fuck? There's in this building, right? The landlord is making over £4,000 a month. And all he's got to do is change a couple of doors and put in a fucking smoke alarm. And if he doesn't, the council, get this, they'll come round and they'll kick all four of us. Live on the beach, live on the streets, good luck. Why? Why do we have to live on the streets? Why do we have to be homeless? Oh, because there's no smoke alarm. Do you think there's a smoke alarm on the fucking beach? Do you think there's a fire door on the fucking streets? I don't. But apparently, this is the insanity. This is the insanity. Are you there? Wait, whoa. No, that way. This is the insanity that we have to live with, right? Apparently, the local council deem it safer for me and co to live on the beach than they do to live in a building without a fucking smoke alarm. Listen, if there's a fire in this fucking place, I'll be the smoke alarm, right? I'll be screaming like a banshee up and down the stairs. I'll be smashing windows. I'll be out there. I'll be. Oh my god! It reminds me of the Mitch Hedberg joke. We do jokes on the show. Mitch Hedberg said there was a joke about you're not allowed to stand next to the fireplace. The fire door because it's a fire door, right? So you have to leave that vacant in case there's a fire. And Mitch is thinking, why can't I stand right in front of the fire door? Like, if there's a fire, I'll be the first out. Like, I'm not going to stand in front of it blocking it. Like, no, ladies and gentlemen, you have to all suffer the fire. No, I'm the first freed. It's like same in here. Oh, God. I hate sometimes the way the council treat us like children. I mean, some of us, including myself, need assistance at times, financially, and I respect that, and well, I appreciate that. And I'm slightly embarrassed about it, but I very much appreciate it. But the idea of some cunt in spectacles coming around saying, no, you can't live here because it's not the correct door. Go sit on the beach till further notice. Like, that's just madness. It's madness. It's madness. My favorite thing about living here is that I've got a roof. Right? The four walls are nice. I feel quite insulated and protected and that. But the main thing is really the roof. He really is. Yeah. And because there's no fucking smoke detector on the underside of it, I might have to go and live in the sea? Fuck off. Pathetic. Anyway, hello. How's everybody doing? I came to you live a little earlier, but my phone died. So here I am again. I got some fucking... Bear with me 1 second. Oh, there we go. I think we'll just keep going till my phone dies. My phone's likely to die quite soon. I had a bunch of notes of shit that I wanted to talk about on the live stream. What interests me? Have you heard about... no, we'll save that one for another time. Fuck it. Fuck it. there's bullet points about stuff I want to talk about in the future, but I'm not in the mood. I like this new housemate, as I may have already told you, the fella who lives up there with a dog called Rover. You know, he's a nice guy. He owes me a few quid, but he always pays back, so not have to worry about that. I'm just concerned with his housing situation. I mean, fuck. Think of this. The council would rather a person live on the streets, on the beach, or in a bus stop, or in a fucking shop doorway. Apparently that's safer than living within 4 walls and a roof. If there's no fire alarm, if there's no proper fire doors, back off! Back off, gay boys. Who cares? It should be up to us, right? We're fucking adults. It should be up to us. Do we deem it safe? Do we deem it suitable? Yes. Yes, we do. Enough said. We're happy to pay the rent, so fuck off. That's all it should. That's all it should count. But no, the council apparently get to be fucking the parents of people in the fucking mid-30s. Gay. So yeah, I might be homeless again soon for the 3rd fucking time. Well, I've done it twice before. I'll do it again, but I won't stick to it. I will not stick to it. I'll find somewhere to live, because being homeless is fun for 24 hours. I'm not going to lie. It does have its novelty. There is fun to be had. It is enjoyable for about 24 hours. And then the futility sets in. The sadness, the societal rejection starts to set in within between 24 and 48 hours, and it can lead to hell, and I'm not having that. I'm not having that. You know. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. Hello. Is anyone even in here? Oh God. Sorry, I don't. Normally, I like to make these like sort of fun and jovial and stuff, but I'm feeling a bit different, if you know what I mean. And I've just been chatting my head off with my housemate upstairs, so it's a little bit of a different live stream. I am going to refer to my notes, actually, just in case there's anything I want to pull from the future live stream into this one, because there might be something interesting to talk about. That's my Jordan Peterson impression. What do you want to talk about? Okay, fuck it. Number 1 on the list. Moon landing anomalies, right? Well, shit. Let's start with the fantastical and the silly and the humorous, right? Buzz Aldrin. We all know Buzz Aldrin, right? He was nicknamed Buzz because he liked to buzz, right? He liked to drink. I'm not making that up. That's true. Buzz Aldrin, who Buzz Lightyear was named after, his mother was named Marion Moon. Her maiden name was Moon. Weird, right? Almost like it's all a script, in the same way that Wernher von Braun, the rocket scientist who basically aided the initial astronauts to land on the moon, he wrote a book in the 1950s called Project to Mars. And in that book, the main character was a little boy called Elon. I don't know if it's a little boy, but it's a male called Elon. And what he does is take humanity to Mars. It's all a script. It's all a fucking script. And we're seeing it play out. It's ridiculous. Elon takes humanity to Mars in a book written in I think it was 1952, possibly 1954. bear in mind, they didn't allegedly land on the moon till 1969, using computing power less powerful than a Game Boy, right? you remember the Game Boy Color? We used to play Pokemon, and I fucking love that shit. Well, not even Game Boy Color. The previous Game Boy, the Game Boy Black and White, the Gay Boy, the computer used to launch these astronauts, these actonauts, these arseholes to the moon was less powerful than the original Game Boy. Less powerful than the black and white Game Boy. If you believe that, you'll believe anything. That's true. You can Google that. I'm saying if you believe fellas walked on the moon, powered there with a computer, less powerful than a Game Boy, then you fake and you gay. Why are you fake? Unbelievable. And then obviously, oh my God, there's a million and more things. Richard Nixon telephoned them while they were on the moon. Telephone them. Telephone, we're talking yonders prior to mobile phones. I get in certain parts in this city and my mobile signal runs out. I've got no signal. I have to move back into the center to get a signal. This fucking asshole had a signal to the moon via a landline. And I know what they say. And I'm like, well, they patched a radio fucking thing on the rocket. Oh, did they? Oh, so they sent a radio transmission to the moon from Earth? When even fucking DAB radios nowadays, even they struggle to get certain signals from places in the same county. Get the fuck out. It's a joke. It's a joke. And when Neil and Buzz, when they were on the moon, right, and they received this telephone call from Richard Dixon, he says to them, and it was the whole point of it. It's all press, it's all media, it's all social manipulation. The very first thing he says to the bastards is, Neil and Buzz, because of what you have done, the heavens are now a part of man's world. Oh, really? Yeah. The heavens are now a part of man's world. Okay. Well, pre-1969, for many, many, many thousands of years, humanity understood life to be a game, a test, a challenge, I don't want to say a hurdle, but a test of many things, and the reward or punishment being heaven or hell, right? Basically a belief in God. Everyone believed in God. And what NASA have worked actively to do for many years is do away with belief in God. Why? Because God is the ultimate authority. And I don't know, why wouldn't a government-funded agency want the ultimate authority to be outside of this world? Because the fucking assholes who run the world, who think they run the world, the ones that have got all the so-called power, aka money and laws, they want to be the ultimate authority. They want to be the ultimate answer to everything. So if they can promote atheism through the media, through The Simpsons, comedy and all the rest of it, and specifically through this phony notion of space travel and making heavens a part of man's world and all that gay shit, people are going to think, oh, well, yeah, maybe God was just some, erroneous belief held by goat herders. Maybe there is no God. Maybe everything did come from nothing, after all. You fucking assholes. No. Only nothing can come from nothing. Right? Everything had to come from something. And the best word for that something is God. You can't vote it in. You can't vote it out. It's God. the evil of this world. I think there's two prongs of evil in this world fundamentally. Well, there's many, but the two I'm thinking of. One is to overtake God in order to play God, and that's basically scientific fundamentalism. The idea that only science can prove truth, which is such a stupid notion. That sentence itself is not a scientific experiment. It's a linguistic fucking saying, right? Only science can prove truth. Okay. Well, what's scientific about that sentence? Nothing. It's ridiculous. And the scientific method operates within the realm of observation, testability, physics. It operates in the realm of physics, physical. And the whole point about God is that God is spiritual, outside of physics, outside of physicality. So to try and cram God into the scientific method, into the physicality of human understanding, and if he doesn't fit in there, well, he must not be real, is so... 5 years ago, I'd have said, that's retarded. But now I'm in a different place. I'll tell you, that's evil. It's fucked. It's fucking evil. They're doing it on purpose. They take away or try to demolish the reality of the true authority so that they can become the authority. The scientists and those that fund them, most importantly. The governments, the banks, the royal families. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And I'm not religious specifically. I mean, this may change in time. You know, I'm an open-minded man. I do visit church, but I don't. I'm not here to advocate for one religion or another. But I will tell you, God is 100% real. And if I've not already just proved it with the previous use of words, then let me know, because I'll do it again. God, I can prove God. I can prove God with words. I can prove God. That I can tell you. 100% God is real. It's so crazy. It's so nuts. And I think there are two, maybe three main reasons that people don't want to believe in God. One is because they're a psychopath and they want to replace God. It's basically the Satan arc, right? They want to rule humanity. Two is that they almost like they kind of know it's there, but they daren't believe because they don't necessarily want to rule others, but they want to be their own God and not be held accountable for their own actions. And the third reason is just pure ignorance. You know, the distractions these days, the video games and social media, TV shows, fucking you name it. It's just rife. And so I think the vast majority of unbelievers fall into the third category, to be quite honest. They're just busy. People are busy. Modern life makes you busy. Whether it's your job, your kids, your fucking TV shows, your soaps, whatever it is. And that's the purpose of it. That's the whole point. Keep them on the hamster wheel. Keep them busy. Keep them from noticing. Keep them fucking, you know, whatever. All right, let's see. Of the non-believers, which is, I don't know what percentage of the world. The Eastern world, they pretty much get it. They tend to believe. But I'll talk about the Western world, right? America, France, UK, Canada, all that shit. I'd say over 50% are atheists. And of that mass, I'd say 75%. I'm just talking out my ass. I'm just guessing. I'd say 75% are just busy. pacified, distracted, happy with the fucking sugary donuts and the and the dildos and the porn and the Family Guy and just the trinkets and tinsels of life itself, that they don't even give it a second thought. So they go, nah, I don't believe in God. Why? Because I've no room for it in my stupid little head. That might be 75%. Another 15% know that God is real, but they're terrified. Terrified of the implications of that. And the other, whatever small percentage is left, is they're just fucking, they want to be God. They want to rule you. That's a different sociopathic element of humanity. But yeah, let's focus in on the ones who know there's a God, but don't accept there's a God. Oh shit! I had a great point to make, and I've completely lost my train of thought. Bear with me. What's this guy? System of Control says pizza, butcher, salad, yum. It's like a J. Masks are making a comeback at the store. Sorry, I can't. Masks are making a comeback. Dude, I hope you travel back in time. Or I hope you saw a preview of Halloween. Depends what you mean by masks, innit? If you're talking about those surgical masks, I hope they remain relegated to hospitals, because, my God, seeing people walking around, and imagine this. Imagine you were born in 2020. The first 2-3 years of your life, your very first impression of the world was motherfuckers without smiles or frowns. No expression. Expressionless. Masked up. 2019, 2020, 2021, somewhat of 2022. We've got like a good 4 years there where a lot of the people you see are they're not expressionless underneath the mask, but because of the mask, your initial inference is that these people have no emotion, right? And that's imagine that being your first intro to the world, especially on the verge of them rolling out this AI stuff, right? Where AI is eventually going to become the police, going to become the fucking everything, you name it. Weird, right? It's almost like they're preparing a future generation to live in a world depleted of feelings and full of robots. It's possible. I don't know. It's possible. Certainly possible. System controls. At least you can tell who's globe dead. Well, all of them. Sorry, dude. I can't read the full comment because of my fucking screen. Globe dead? Is that what you said? I don't know, dude. I think that's globe heads, right? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Like I was talking about before with the moon landing, and what's his name? Not Kennedy. Kennedy was the one who said, "We will send man to the moon," and he died. Once they were on the moon. Oh, Nixon. That's right. Nixon is the one who said, "Because of what you have done." They look at that president's voice. The heavens are now a part of man's world. Making the heavens part of man's world. They're doing away with God. They're doing away with spirituality. That's been the whole fucking game. That's been the whole fucking game since day one. That's Satan's game in a nutshell. The fallen angel Lucifer, right? He wanted to dethrone God and become God himself. And he rebelled. He rebelled against God because he thought, nah, fuck you. I'll be God. I can do better. And if you follow what's happened with governments and with scientism or scientific fundamentalism, which is probably the best phrase for it, that's exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. They're trying to, provide explanations and excuses and all the rest of it that fill that fill the God-shaped hole they've kicked through us via the media. It annoys me so much. It annoys me so much. People are so easily controlled. I mean, obviously, especially women, but these days, what's the difference between men and women, really? They're all the same. Everyone's a pussy. People just ride with the herd, swim with the tide. Everyone's fake and gay. The consensus is God. Popular opinion is the new Pope. Fuck the Pope, I'm just saying. As an analogy. I'm heartened though. A lot of people see through it. Lots and lots of people see through it. I'm not trying to, sound special or anything like that at all. I probably would not see through it if not for the encouragement of so many that do. So it's a good thing. God is real. God is love. But love is not what you think it is. Love is not some fucking woman with a nose piercing walking down the street in a t-shirt which says "Be kind." That's not love. That's narcissism. Love will correct you. Love will smack you down when you get out of line, or if you seek to harm yourself or others. Love will recommend the right path and shun the wrong path. Love will advocate for dark and not light. And there's this modern notion flying around about kindness. There's nothing wrong with kindness on a simple level. If someone comes to your house and they want a slice of cake, hey, be kind. Give them a slice of cake. Happy days. But that's not how you live your life. Kindness. Jesus said, and with good reason, he came with a sword, right? To separate, I can't remember the scripture exactly, but to separate mother from child, father from husband, yada from yada. Love is dangerous. Love is dangerous, and rightly so. It's powerful. An example, Theta book, Andrew Dice Clay. 40,000 to 700. No, well, system. I hope that's a joke. We all like a bit of Andrew Dice Clay over here. Oh, but those fees are exorbitant. Those fees are exorbitant. I talked to your mother. I said, hey, how much for your bussy? I said, what? That's extortionate. Oh! I'm not really in the mood for Andrew Dice Clay. I'm always in the mood for Andrew Dice Clay. Humpty Dumpty, he sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty, he had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men, they blew Humpty, and then they blew him again. Oh! I told you, I'm not in a dice mode. I was talking about God and shit. and you lured me back into the depths, into the fucking what is it? A dispensary is the room or area in which hospital where medicine is prepared and given out to patients, or where you can get weed. Yeah, true. Okay, fair enough. I just don't know what to do with myself. There's several people I'd like to telephone. Check me out. I'm from the 70s. I'd like to telephone you. No, there's a few people I'd love to telephone, but it's like early in the morning right now in the UK, so I can't do that. So, hello. Let's keep talking into the void. System of control says was gonna pay bills, but then they pen dispensary in town. But then I got high. But then I got high. But then I got high. Yeah, da. I was gonna live my life, but then I got high. I was gonna marry my wife, but then I got high. I was gonna cut me a slice, but then I got high. Then I got high. Then I got high. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Right. Whoa. Stop. Hammer time. Oh my god. We've got we'll do Starmer and the male escorts in future. Because it is interesting and I'm not equipped right now. Veganism. Oh, that's an interesting one. We all know vegans. We've all met vegans. Maybe when we were 16, we tried it ourselves. I certainly did. I fell for it, out of compassion, thinking, well, the animals, all the rest of it, And it's like, all animals do is eat other animals. Well, I don't want to kill anything. I don't want to kill anyone. Well, what happens when you brush your teeth? There are millions of bacteria, on your teeth, and you're murdering them in cold, hard toothpaste every time you brush your fucking teeth, right? Every time you walk across the carpet, you're killing civilizations of carpet mites. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry to break it to you this way, but life and death are, I don't want to say synonymous, but they kind of are. They go hand in hand. There is no life without death. You cannot live without killing something at some point. So you may as well have a good diet and get your vitamin B12. What's the system say? Oh, sorry, dude. I can't. Can you just type 2 more just garbled messages, because it will send it up and I can read. This is how primitive we are. I've got a crack in my screen and it cuts off the first thing of what you're saying. Yeah, do one more. Was going to upload a video, but YouTube sucks. Daily upload limit and no views. What do you mean? Am I subscribed to you? What do you upload? Am I subscribed to you? I can't remember. Well, I've not seen it in my newsfeed for a long time. What kind of stuff do you upload? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Ignorance was bliss. Then we woke up. Yeah, somewhat. I don't know. I think ignorance is bliss if you're that way inclined. I'm not. I think ignorance is hell. I'm not trying to fucking sound whatever, but I've always had like a burning curiosity to know what the fuck's going on and whether or not God is real, and read behind the headlines and between the lines of whatever the hell to know the truth. because ignorance is not bliss for me. And I know that is how I guess the masses feel. You know, a lot of people think I'm completely crazy. And I think they're just, well, I suppose ignorant. But I mean, yeah, ignorance is bliss if that's your proclivity. But it's certainly not mine. I'd rather know. I'd rather know. Ignorance, the system says, ignorance was a dirty trick they played on us. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what scrolling, doom scrolling is all about. That's what video games are all about. That's what television is all about. Telling you a false vision. Um, oh my God. Advertising, billboards, fucking fast food, prozzies. It doesn't matter what you are, who you are, where you're from. There are 8,000, 9,000 distractions tailored to your preferences. You know what I mean? It can be difficult to peer through them and see the light. But it's certainly doable. Hey, if I can do it, fucking anyone can do it. You know what I mean? Get a new phone screen. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, right. I will. I need to get a new phone. I plan on getting a new phone hopefully this week because at first it was just the top half was sort of cracked and leaking this black shit, and now it's 2/3 of the screen. I can't live like this. I certainly can't live stream like this. So yeah, I will be getting a new phone. Yeah, 100%. This is outrageous. Can't read the comments. Can't see my own face. Yeah, I will get a new phone. Let me smoke a fade, you fade. What else is on my fucking to talk about list over here? Over here. Yeah. Nothing too interesting. You know what? I'm actually getting a bit sleepy. I'm going to bid you farewell very soon. Alien technology. Oh, dude, it's too late for that shit. Hey, it's a very interesting topic, which I'd love to put in my 2 cents about, but perhaps not in this state. I'm reminded of an old gospel song, one of the classics. It goes, if you're thinking about my baby, it don't matter if you're black or white. And I always think, what if you're Chinese? What if you're from fucking Syria? Huh? It don't matter if you're black or white. Well, fucker, I'm from Egypt. What about me? Do I matter? All I want to say is that MJ don't care about us. Whatever. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Look after yourselves. You know what to do. Avoid the Cedos and the carbs. Eat more positive protein. Exercise. Connect with people and loved ones. And you know, don't do anything I would. You'll be fine. All right, see you. Bye.